tofu and jackfruit. So last week a mate came to town. He'd been in Canada for 5 years, 6 years. This is a chain called Minoji. But the food in the other shop was a lot tastier. Could do a spoon. I wonder if my favourite girls are going to show up today. I don't think they could get smaller pieces of chicken. I wonder how many chickens are killed each year. I wonder who's watching. What do you think to that? Japanese hormones. They eat gristle and fat. Cheers. The price soon builds up here. No one going to chat. I've got 4 people watching. No one going to chat. The manager's here. Maybe I'll get some liver. Maybe that's healthy. So I'm saying, are you a fucking man or a woman? Can I
次もはい
talk to
はい
phone?
味はどうされます？
Tare,
はい
Bhutan, Tare.
簡単ですね。はい。
ハーツ、
ハツ、はい。
一本、
はい。
とりあえず、
はい。
OK. What the fuck's wrong with the world? It fucking sounded like a woman. I thought it was a woman walking towards me. I fuck. All right, Molly. I'm the only one in the restaurant at the moment. I used to come here really quite often, spend about 1,000 yen, between 1,000, 5,000, 1,500, 500 yen, 1,500 yen. I was saying before, I went with a mate who I haven't seen for a long. He's in Canada, from Canada, and we went to the same shop, different, same chain, different shop. The food was just a fucking lot better. And my friend suggested because it was in Nagoya, the quality, they had to up their game because there's a lot more choices of restaurants. But they have just upped their Nomi Hodai, all you can drink, from 90 minutes to 2 hours. But when we went in, they said you can't have it at this time. I thought, why? Because we went in about just after 5 o'clock, and on the door, my friend saw the sign. It says between 5 and 7, 2 hours Nomi Hodai. What's happening with the rugby, Murray? Is it over yet or what? Okay, I just wondered. I've been busy, so I've been watching. I've got a VPN. Is it a VPN? Nord Stream. And so now, but I've been busy watching Killing Eve. So what? Look who's turned up, my two pals from streaming, Rachel. Marie, Rachel says she would never give me a job, ever. Because because when like if you go for a job and then they said they don't want you, and then they start to explain, and then they just fucking click. I don't want to hear why. Just fuck off. I don't. You don't want me. I don't want you. Fuck off. Unemployable. Oh no. Those words cut straight to my heart. I did this. I was going for this teacher's job, and the guy took me out. Me and another teacher took us out to this restaurant, treated us, and then he phones me up the next day saying, "I thought I got a job," and he phones me up and saying, "Sorry, I decided not to give you a job." Fuck off. You might be right, Rachel. Did I say fuck off to you? I don't think I said it to you, did I? I think Rachel's dreaming that she was gonna fire me and she was getting excited, but I'm unfireable. 30 years in Japan, no boss but me. Unemployable. That's a right. That's the right thing. Table. Look, I've worked at places, and they said this one girl said it's a joy to work with you. Now, can you untie me? So where are you now, Rachel? Christina, mum and dad. Terrible table ones. When I was young, my mum, we were in town and we in just a cafe, and I made the chip sandwich, a slice of bread, then I put some chips in it. My mum, she slapped me across the head. Don't show me up like that. Hey, I thought you were traveling somewhere. I thought you were off around the world. So, talking about this job then, Rachel, how much would you pay me? Ready for Christmas? Depends. I'm a handyman, telecommunications, building, knocking down things. Good with the metals. I know the value of metals. 50 years of experience. I'm very useful. Murray can vouch for that. Oh, really? No, I didn't know. I didn't know that because she never told me. Can she? Eh? Has she got the right to work in America? What is her background in work? Is it nursing or something? Oh, midwife. Yeah, that's good money, isn't it? Yeah, I'm saying that you can vouch for what a brilliant person I am. You really want to work and live in America under recent. Uh, I actually once thought about that because when I first went to California, I just walking in Santa Monica down Wilshire Boulevard. I'm thinking, fuck, this is great. The temperature, the weather is perfect. Ah, well, you didn't say that before, did you? So you're all there on a family visa. You and your sister will have to put a street act together and go on Venice Boulevard on the street walk with all the other acts. That was one of my dreams to perform on Venice Ward, to, to perform at Venice Beach or do a stand up. Yeah, midwife. Yeah, it's a very important job. In Japan as well, it's 500,000 yen a month. That was my favorite place because all the entertainers were there. But on Venice Beach, all the toilet doors are kicked off. There's no doors on the toilets. It's because all the fucking wankers, they've been studying, what do you call it, gender theories. Well, if they started teaching people, telling people to, all this gender, you get an education, they think getting an education is about genders. Or fucking bullshit, or fucking science politics. Well, in Japan, it's a shortage of drivers. So the other day, I sent a message to this site saying I was available for work driving license, 8 ton, up to 8 ton. Then they phoned me up, and they're talking to them. They goes, "How old are you?" 64. They said, "We don't think any company will take you." Be nice to live there as well. You'd have got some funds. Yeah, there's a big difference in Japan, though. It's the language barrier. Did you know that in Japan, when in 1990 when I came here, a language teacher, most jobs for a foreigner, it had to be 250,000 yen. That hasn't changed. In fact, it's gone down. There was a young man talking the other day in an interview on the net, and he was getting 230,000 yen. So after 35 years, it's fucking gone down. Excuse my French. Right. Thank you. Wow, they look a lot better than last time. Liver. Tongue. The heart of a chicken. You get all these American boys saying you speak cute. I just love your accent. Healthy food. But like I say, it's changed. A few weeks ago, it looked like a bag of shit. This is no males, huh? Are you batting for the other side, Rachel? Just checking. I'm not a lesbian either. Me too. Asexual. Pervert. So my friend is 70 and he's been on a dating site. I think today's lesbians do have facial hair. Maybe not as much as this, but You know, it makes me wonder, like in America with all this new wave of new people, about the guys in bars, and they just when they go out and they try to buy a woman a drink or something like that, or try to chat up a woman. I just wondered if they've got some amazing stories of what women have said to them that weren't interested. A hairy lesbian. This is definitely an improvement on over the last few weeks. I've just been watching recently. I think it was. I don't know if it was on Facebook or YouTube. It was like this date, and it's stories of young men in the Second World War. Well, they've always had a lot of gays there. Well, I went to San Francisco and I did well for my country, but every time I met a guy, they gave you the famous, very strong handshake. This was in 1989, 1988, 1989. The handshake was very, very strong, as though to say, I'm not gay. But I think the gays have been taken over by drug addicts and meth people. Well, he's very known for he's very well known for his rubber face. And his tax avoidance. Yeah, they're saying like maybe 50 years ago, something like that. Maybe a very small percentage of men identified as gay, like 3%, 4%. And now they're saying that the Gen Z, if that's the latest group of people, they're saying it's 21%, which seems fucking insane. Yeah. Those normies. I think maybe it was a long time ago. I became a little bit popular with the furries, and they were calling me, and there was they were saying new norms, new normies. Yeah, I think that's what they call themselves, isn't it? Like cats and coyotes. You hear that story about those man and woman and dog got eaten by a grizzly bear? But before I went hiking in the mountains, one, I'll make sure if there were any grizzly bears or bears. Two, I'd take a big fucking gun. Maybe the new manager is running a tight. Well, that's what I'm guessing, because what they always said, if there's a bear, see, I can't run faster than a bear, but I can outrun you. So maybe these two people that went hiking were two fat people and a fat dog. But animals are intelligent. So they would just kill one or injure one and then chase after the one that was running away. Bears, grizzly bears can run 50 kilometers per hour. You're not fucking outrunning a bear. You're not climbing up it. Take a gun. Time for another beer. Yeah, the fucking. It seems that nowadays 3,000 is cheap. I think if you've got a family of four sharing it, that's all right. Still fucking expensive, isn't it? My rent used to be My rent used to be what was it? 115,000 yen plus 20%. So that was like $1,400. I used to pay 20 years ago, 23 years ago. And so even if it's $3,000, it doesn't mean that it's a nice place. Fucking hell. What a nightmare. So you're saying to, yeah, I saw something in California. So developers, they built new buildings and they were charging like, let's say $3,000, $4,000. And then like all the old fucking landlords, all the old buildings say, well, we're in the same position. We should charge the same price. Then they started fucking kicking everyone out. Hello, Ian, how are you? That's got to be a popular name, hasn't it? Ian Watts. There's so many people call that. Yeah, but it's fucking. No, that's what it's. You would think that if it's an old shitty place, they would be charging like $1,000 or $1,500. Are you an Aussie, Ian? Everyone's an everyone tonight on here is an Antipodean. He was the last boy messenger and British. What is the last boy messenger? That sounds very gay. Boy, I don't boy messenger on what? On the ships? What did they used to have cabin boys? Something like that. There was a very famous English comedian called Norman Wisdom, and I think he didn't so much run away from home. His dad kicked him out of the house when he was 14. An amazing person, amazing story. Sumasa. Okay. King George, how long ago is that? How old are you? So you can't be younger than Ian either. Cheers, love. That's what I said, Rich. I said they're all in Antipodeans, the antipodes. So was that just a full-time job then? Just you had to be trustworthy, yeah? The boy or the man that's delivering my mail at the moment just fucking throws it all over the place. So when did you? So were you and your dad? Were you like a £10 tripper? Well, have you never tasted? Oh, yeah, that's it. So you were thinking at the same time, yeah. I think I'd have gone. My dad could have gone, but he was in prison. Well, we all have our cross to bear, mate. What you do? What did you do in Australia, then? You must be. You must be getting on then. So if your dad was, so if he, let's say, he was 14 years old, delivering to the mail just after the Blitz, that means 1925. So 90. So you must be like 60 years old then, Ian. Do you know what? Do you know that, Rachel? £10 pom. Do you know what that is? Thanks for the money, Rach. Cheers, love. Rachel, have you never eaten their food before? Which part of Australia, Ian, are you now, mate? Looks like that young girl has forgot my order. Sumasen. This time he's replied with a manly voice. Oh no, he's not. He's gone back to game. Go, one more beer, please. All right, TB. We've got a few people on here today, and one new guy. He's his dad was Britain, £10 pom. Do you know what a £10 pom is? Can I your glass on the guys, man? So maybe Saiki went to down money up and I got him. Very good. Yeah, but you know it was like they could go for £10, £10. Aye, are you turning Scottish? Well, I think maybe it was my mum's cousin, Jeffrey, and he was very tall for the Callaghan. Yeah, there's got to. Have you, Rachel? Have you got any scary spider stories? Because Australia's got the most poisonous spiders, haven't they? I just, yeah, I think I'd be a bit concerned. I don't think I'd be living in old houses in Australia. One of the Hemsworth brothers, he did a video when he showed. I think it's called the Huntsman spider. Absolutely massive. Cup of tea, cup of rosy. Have you got any scary spider stories, Ian? What's it, the red bike? Did you see that story in America? I don't know if it's Canada or America. The man, woman, and dog eaten by grizzly bear. Drop bear was an old girlfriend of mine, ex-girlfriend of mine. She wasn't old. She was telling me the first thing she noticed. She flew from Australia to Japan to see me. Straight into the bedroom, shagged. And she was saying that the koala bears, what no one ever says about the koala bears, they've got claws, and they just fucking dig the claws into your body. あなたはあと何も頼んでしょ。そう、また頼んだから。今大丈夫でしょ。今大丈夫ですか？今ね、ちゃんとチェックして。So I'm sure you just gave him the stingray then. Yeah, you never know what they're up to. Oh my God. He said that. And that's just walking down the high street. Yeah, I've seen those lizards. They were the lizards in, what do you call it? That dinosaur film. So if you go into a pub and you tell them about your scary spider snake story, then does everybody come out with these stories? I ran over a snake the other day. Usually I see him dead, but I was on my bike and it just went in front of the bike. So unfortunately, I ran over his bike. Rach is gone. She's eating her auntie's food. So did people ever say, "Can I look at you, Mary?" There's Ian, do you know what neuropathy is? Any of you guys know what neuropathy is? Yeah, I was there 12 days. Then my uncle phoned me up saying I've got to come back to sort out this stolen BMW, this insurance job. No, it's when your extremities in your feet die off. And I had this, and I didn't realize what was happening. Off the way down to my feet, halfway through my feet, it just felt strange. And what it was, I was drinking too much, and my nerves were getting fucked up. And my dad, he had a similar problem because he had a weak heart, and they couldn't pump blood to his extremities. So what happens is the extremities die off, and he had both of his legs cut off. But what I discovered was almost frozen. Well, I'm getting a Mitch McConnell moment. I discovered pomegranate juice, and that works. It fucking opens up the veins, and now I just get a really small tingle in my toes, and hopefully, eventually, that will go. But I'm not drinking as much as I was, TB. Yeah, I think it's not just that; it's what certain foods and drinks do to you. They stop other vitamins from working. All right, Ian, call in again. Take care, mate. Yeah, but I think the thing is, if there are some, like I drank a lot, but not as much as some younger people because they're losing their livers and dying. No, I've been having blood tests, and they're good. So the triglycerides are down, the cholesterol's down, and so the only things are maybe something to do with the kidneys. Could I live in California as long as I was nowhere near those fucking pathetic people on the streets? All depends which part. Don't live near any forests. No, I'm okay now, TB. California. I wonder if Rachel knows about this in joke. Don't forget, Rachel, California is a very, very, very big place. Bigger than Australia. Have any of you guys watched Killing Eve? Watching that recently? I'm just throwing in a little biting sandwich there. See if you today. I was collecting steel from inside the warehouse, putting it on the truck. What else was I doing? Putting some rubbish out. I don't know why this guy's just nodded at me. I got it from a very rich family, and honestly, I didn't check it. I assumed it was stainless steel, which is like 160 yen. And then the guy checked it, and he goes, "It's fucking metal." It weighed about 15 kilograms. Oh, really? So how many years experience has your mum got of a midwife? Is she going to get it then? Is she going to get the job, Rich? Oh, I got fucking 15 kilograms times 42 yen. So she got the job then, Rachel, or what? I guess your dad will love it for the surfing, won't he? Oh, cool. Uh-huh. That's what you were saying before. We're going to travel for a year. I got sticks of meat on sticks, or meat on sticks in a salad. What about you and Christina? Oh yeah, it's a word of advice, Rich. Don't touch any money in the streets, because what these nasty people have been doing is putting fentanyl on money, and with this fentanyl, you can just touch it, and you would die. So don't touch it. If you see any money on the street or benches or parks or whatever, do not touch it. Or probably the people that want to sell drugs, they want to get people hooked. Yeah, this was on. This was on. Oh, what's this prick doing? Let's just fuck you. Let's get rid of this fucker. Yeah, this, I don't know. They said there's about 10 people a year killed by sharks. But they never mentioned the sharks with machine guns. Yeah, surfing can be a very dangerous, a very dangerous sport. Which part of are you going? You're going to be in LA? No, they've had. I guess all countries have had commercials telling you to come and visit them. Yeah, I remember one for the Philippines a long time ago. Any news where, Rich? Yeah, I was going to think about that today. I was looking at some chocolate cakes. Oh, and I think last time I saw them about 260 yen, they're like 390 yen now. But the funny thing is, the 100 yen shop hasn't changed a bit. Beer hasn't changed much either. This has changed. The bottled beer has gone up, but the canned beer has hardly changed. Yep, it's still 110 yen. But some of the other prices, they're going up like 30%. So bread. But the Japanese, they'll just stop buying. No, but in England, they're just fucking letting the oil companies. They're just people. They the fucking minimum oil price is being set. Heating price, gas price, it's all being set. People can't afford it. People are dying. But the government just wants the money from VAT. Yeah, I'm just concerned about the price of fucking flights. Oh, really? That's good then. So she can. I think they should employ people to shove the babies back in. Who the fuck would want? Who would be bringing? Who wants to bring children in today's world? The only people that want to bring children into the world are the one who are letting other people pay for them. So, what are you going to do with your time in America then? If you're going to go with your mum? Yeah, I've been looking at some now. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million yen. Oh, that reminds me. So the other day there was a story, and it's about this guy, this American soldier that was 4'9", and he was one of the most decorated soldiers from the Vietnamese War. There you go. That's what I'm saying. You could still join the army. So- oh dear. Well, when I was a lad, most of the guys were in the Air Force or in the Navy. I was going. I went on a parachute course at Bryce Norton, 2 week parachute course. So I got paid from my job and I got paid from the Royal Marines. And I couldn't believe it. They had a starlight on base. They had a starlight disco. You should be scared of lesbians. Me too. Get off me. I know. Never say that to a lesbian. I don't like clowns either. Colorophobia. I just find them really boring. I found them boring and irritating. In Canada, they don't like Justin Trudeau. Yeah, the trouble with clowns is they're always running people over and then peeping their home after. Yeah, maybe Vancouver's not safe now. I went to visit a Japanese girl in Vancouver. I think they had an apartment in Vancouver Bay, Vancouver, in the harbour. They were really rich, but she called the police to kick me out. So are they in your house, your aunties? Are they going to give you some money? But you don't benefit from that. Maybe join a taekwondo club over there. But you don't you need any money? Or can you do your overseas job when you're in Canada? You have an online job. Okay. Hopefully we can meet up. See if I bought a house by then. But you don't need to be there to do it. Okay, good, good, good. Someone's running it for you. Nice, you can do that, isn't it? Well, that's good if you, as long as you look after him, yeah. Well, you can do that all online, can you? I'm still waiting for my. You've got to be very careful though with the internet money. So what time is it? Oh, you're still in Australia, aren't you? So when do you go to? When are you off to America? So next week sometime I will have been married. "29 years, because we're not divorced yet." All right, Rach, I'm going to get off. I've got to go to the toilet. First November. But why? I'm just married in name only, so we never divorced because we got married in London. So if she wins on the lottery, but she doesn't buy the lottery, so. Good night, love. Take care. Say hello to your aunties and the family. Yep, buy a ticket for me and we'll go 50-50. Bye-bye.